I'm having a few issues in my garden this year. First being, I have some animals coming through my garden and eating all my ripe sun sugar tomatoes. So I have not been getting any of those. So I've been coming out regularly to try and deter anyone from enjoying my produce. My cucumber is also struggling. I seem to have a lot of leaves doing this. I'm not sure what this is. This is new to me. I don't know about the age. I also just removed one cucumber that appeared to be dying. I do have one back there looking pretty good, but I don't have a lot developing, and the upper part of the plant is also not looking good. I'm not sure what's going on there. All of the beans, I have not seen a single pole bean come up, and I do not know if that is because they are also being snatched up by whatever is eating my food. This is what I'm finding on my cucumber plant, which is new to me. I've never seen this. My assumption is this is lack of pollination, but historically, I've never had this happen, so I'm a little concerned that something else is going on. Any thoughts? My squash is also doing okay. This tree forming is working out really well, but I'm not actually getting squash anymore. Even though there are tons of squash on the plant, I'm not getting, I guess, good fertilization because they keep going bad. But I am also seeing things like this where it gets really big and then it just suddenly starts getting spongy, which has not been my experience. I've been able to keep up with the tree forming of this zucchini, but I don't seem to be able to get any fruit to form. Like I get one every few weeks, which is a little disappointing. I do again have leaf hoppers on my plants. I've been trying to keep control of the leaf hopper, but it's been kind of a pain, and I just kill them by hand. Anyway, I've been finding leaf hoppers in various places throughout the garden. Definitely on the potatoes, which also don't necessarily look their best, but they are supposed to do this at the end of life, so fingers crossed. I just want to take a moment to appreciate how gorgeous these begonias are. These are 4 plants planted about 12 inches apart that I have been adoring and are blooming constantly. I'm loving every minute of these plants, and I actually bought these last year. This bed here appears to have some sort of fungus. I believe maybe verticillium wilt. This plant started wilting and dying back about a month ago, and I'd been trying to limp it along. The fruit is kind of bitter, which is probably why none of my garden pests are eating it. They have been eating this one though, but this one still tastes good, and this bed appears to be doing okay. The squash here, the zucchini, is growing but not producing fruit. I don't think it's getting enough sun in its spot. This one is not growing and produces occasional fruit. I mean, it's maybe 18 inches tall at this point. And again, I'm not sure why. I've also not been getting beans from any of my plants. Maybe those animals visiting my garden are taking them. But I do have some pretty foxglove, bright side. And I do have some onions forming up. And I do have a single cantaloupe. So excited about that. For context, size of the cantaloupe, my hand. So the big thing today, remove the dead tomato, and we'll check to see if the center shows any signs of verticillium wilt. All right, so I've cut some pieces out of this plant. This one has some brown on it, but the inside is spongy. And there were several pieces that were almost hollow. So I'm going to have to look up more information on the various wilt funguses to see which one is infecting this tomato. What I read said it was important to try and remove the root ball, and no indications of root knot nematode, so that's good. At least it's not including that as issue, which I read could also go with it. I also read because it is a fungus, you need to sanitize everything that touches your soil so you don't transfer it to other areas of your garden. This may be over the top, but I'm going into these little corners and throwing some rubbing alcohol on them and then cleaning them with paper towels, because I want to make sure I get everything off of this tool because I use it a lot. I also sanitized this watering probe and plan to sanitize the cage that I had it in, the part that was attached to the soil, to make sure I don't transfer the fungus next year to another spot by mistake. Well, that does it for removing my beautiful started from seed at home Sungold tomato that was right here. I've taken everything out. I've sanitized everything that touched the ground, and everything else appears to be fine. So I will continue to research what happened with that plant. Maybe it was just user error, but it looked a little funky compared to all the other plants. So fingers crossed. And of course, I will continue to research what the heck is going on with my Armenian cucumber and these funky leaves. I mean, I know they don't last super long, but kind of odd. Thank you for joining me for my garden journey.